You better go ahead.
How did the music affect the politics? This administration, this election that we just had. Anybody?
I'll chime in on that.
Okay.
Well, it's the thing. The music that was chosen by the administration, if you will, it was the music of the movement back in the days. I mean, it was Chicago music, the impressions, you know, Curtis Mayfield type of thing. It was the music that was used to bring people together. It was quite obvious certain music was not prominent, and it's the current music. The one thing about what's happening with us today and the politics and radio, along with the music, because before 1996, you could only own one radio station.
Yes.
In any city in America. Quietly, under the Bush administration, the first administration, they quietly allowed this to happen using Colin Powell's son, Michael Powell, and they quietly created your clear channels and all these other things. And with that type of power, it's odd that those that passed those laws years ago, they must have known that it should have stayed in place. He understood it then, and how are you using it now as an artist, as a group you and Treasure?
Well, like you said, George, we went to a Moby conference in 1996, and it was a panel just like this, but they had tables set up everywhere, and that's when I realized how important the internet was, because when we put our first album in '91, we did all of the snail mail. So KG's mother and sister would physically open up all of those letters, read them, and the important ones they would give to us, we would reply. Then this internet thing came along, I was like, wow, we can handle this and service so many more people so much faster. So I set up naughtybynature.com in 1996.
When you are a publisher, you should affiliate with all three. ASCAP, BMI, and CSAC. The reason for that is because you're going to have an occasion to also sign ASCAP writers, BMI writers, and CSAC writers. So you don't want to just have a company with just only that one, because if you encounter a CSAC writer, you would have to set up a CSAC publishing company to publish that writer. So you should set up a company with all three. All right, just so that you know, you can only be affiliated as a songwriter with one or the other, but you can be a publisher with all three. So EMI, Warner Chappell, Universal, they all have publishing companies with all three because they're signing writers from all societies.
But I got a good team around me, my office, my assistants. Cause my mom always say, don't worry about the name on the back of the jersey. Worry about the name on the front, cause that's the only team you're on. You feel me? So that's what I got. I got that team. You know what I'm saying? And most artists. Like I tell, even DJs, times change, man. When you go out right now, you can't be jumping up on stage with a dirty ass t-shirt like you just got through working on your transmission. You gotta look right. You know what I'm saying? Because you're entertaining these people, you know what I'm saying? DJ has moved from being a nigga toting 16 crates to just toting a Gucci bag with a laptop, man. Coming in the club like he's just a visitor. Like you don't even know he's a DJ no more. You know what I'm saying? So it's, you know, and it's like, you know, we go to these labels, and I remember labels be like, give him a record to break. Now we go to the labels, and you know, we go with plans. Like, hey man, I will take your artist, I take him through Florida, we do radio, we go to the bad boy camp, whatever, we go to the high schools, and we do all this for them so the streets can know them, because most of the label right now ain't got no research department no more. So what I do, I take the artists to all the small cities that they don't go to no more. I go to some cities in Georgia where the mosquitoes is bigger than the people that's collecting money. But these people, when you put up a poster on the wall, these people take the tax out, take the tape off and roll it up and take it home. They appreciate this, which in the shop, you just throw it out of the way.
What I try to tell most artists is that, you know, you guys go in the studio and you spend all your money in the studio, and that's a tragedy, because you need marketing money to promote these records, okay? And you don't have to go cut a whole album, just go cut one hit. And that one hit will get the attention towards an album where somebody might get behind you. So a lot of times people tend to want to just, you know, spend all their money there. It comes down to marketing, it comes down to promotion. I've made a lot of people rich, man. I mean, there's a whole lot of folk living real fine based on the sleepless nights that I've had. But it's okay, it's what I do and I enjoy doing it.
Music is changing, so please introduce you guys, introduce yourselves, and then in your final part of that, let them know what the standard is for you.
Wow. Legendary Trackster, Chicago, music producer, been in the game 13 years this year. We all wearing that badge now. Twister talking about 18, No ID is 15, so I'm throwing my 13 around now. Been that's since my first hit record, which was Poe Pimp. Before that, you know what I'm saying, I have a whole nother history in Chicago in a group, D to the S, which we're lucky to have. Y'all just saw a piece of history because I ain't seen these dudes since that was going on. So
we used to war with tracks, man. Them niggas tried to kill us out here, man.
See, you ain't nothing but a dog. Check on your MySpace.
All right, y'all give it up to Dog. Okay, we're gonna go back to our regular three. Vinny, kick us off. Regular Vinny, meal ticket.
I kind of like that. I think it was a little club banger. It could be a little female anthem. I think a little more post-production to bring certain elements out, like hollering at some of these brothers up here, bring it out a little more. But yeah, I think that could be a little female anthem.
You better, I wanna get to know you better. I wanna get to know you better. I wanna get to know you better.